Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about something called the unit circle. Now, the unit circle is very important to the study of trigonometry. It helps us to remember the sine, the cosine, the tangent of certain angles, certain special angles, and it's going to show that the sine function and the cosine function are repeating functions. So we're going to see in a future lesson that the sine of 30 degrees equals the sine of 390 degrees, and that equals the sine of 150 degrees, all based on a few rules that we're going to learn about the unit circle. Now, what the unit circle is a circle where the radius is length 1. That's why we call it a unit circle, radius of 1, and it's going to help us find some exact trigonometric values. So hopefully you have a unit circle printed, and we're going to fill it out as we go through, and you're going to start seeing the patterns. So the first thing I'd label the origin. So the middle is the point 0, 0. 0 degrees we've defined as the right side of the circle. And then if we go 90 degrees, we wind up at the top and we go counterclockwise. If we go another 90 degrees, we'd wind up at 180 degrees. 270 would be at the bottom, and then 360 and 0 are the same spot because it's either 0 rotations or one complete rotation, which is 360 degrees. Also, every point on the outside is going to have an x coordinate and a y coordinate, and it's going to come from some triangles that we're going to learn about, and the radius is length 1. So what sine is? Sine is the height of the triangle in the unit circle. It's the y coordinate. So if I'm given the coordinates on the unit circle, the y is going to be the sine. Now the maximum value for sine is 1. It's going to be the max height at the circle. It's going to be at 90 degrees. And the lowest height is if we go underground, we go down, we can get down to -1 at 270, which is at the bottom of the circle. So 90 degrees, this is going to have my highest height, my biggest y coordinate, and this is going to be 1. And at 270, it's going to be -1. Now cosine is going to be our x coordinate. So if I give you the coordinates, the x part is our cosine. And that is also going to go from -1 to 1. All the way at the right at 0 degrees, the cosine of 0 degrees is going to be 1. And all the way at the left, the cosine of 180 degrees is going to be -1. And then the tangent is neither of the coordinates. It's going to be a combination platter of sine and cosine, and it's going to represent the slope of the hypotenuse. So if I look at the hypotenuse, how steep it is going to be my tangent. So let's look at an example. Let's look at 90 degrees. If the middle is 0, 0, and I go up 1 unit, I have the point 0, 1. So at 90 degrees, the cosine is the x. So the cosine of 90 degrees is 0. The sine is y. So the sine of 90 degrees is 1. And tangent is the slope. So the tangent of 90 degrees is the slope of this line, and this line has an undefined slope. So the tangent of 90 degrees is undefined. If you type any of these three in your calculator, you see cosine of 90 degrees equals 0, sine of 90 degrees equals 1, and tangent of 90 degrees equals undefined. Now, you should be able to fill out 0, 90, 180, and 270. So you should go ahead and fill out 4 points on your unit circle and check them with a calculator. And that's the basic start to the unit circle.